So the system is basically all about trying to provide the best advertising content to the people that walk through the door. Ultimately, so
what would we see that's different?
The adverts, I guess, can't be hugely specific. I think there's 4 different age brackets, male or female, targeting things like that. So it's just going to be relevant content for each individual as they walk through the door. Ultimately,
Doesn't sound hugely terrifying, Nick, does it? What have you got so against these cameras?
Well, this is the first evolution of this technology, and the CEO of the company involved has said, this is about us targeting you. So as technology improves, these cameras will capture information that means they know which shops you've been in.
The father of the CEO of the company, Lord Sugar, has also said, he's tweeted not that long ago, for the record, screens do not have any privacy issues as no images are stored. Does that satisfy you?
Well, I think the important thing here is this is the first generation, and this technology will improve, and facial recognition technology is already getting very good. So while these screens may seem relatively benign, it's what comes after them that I'm really concerned about when retailers are trying to track us in the same kind of detail offline that Google does online.
Sam, does that not scare you? I mean, this is just the beginning. We've seen Minority Report. We could be heading that way, no?
Not really. I mean, when we walk into Tesco's, we're scanning our club cards. When we go into Sainsbury's, we're using Nectar cards. They've got all this data.
But that's all voluntary, and these cameras aren't going to be voluntary.
Voluntary, yes, but the only thing that's going to be scanned is the shadow of our face at this moment in time. I get your point in the sense of what's next, but we're not at that stage. I don't think we need to worry about it now. At the moment, I think I personally would prefer to see adverts which are suitable. I think most people would. I mean, I know you're talking about the difference between online and offline. Online, Facebook, things like that are doing very targeted advertising, and it's working really well.
And Nick, nothing is recorded, and Tesco have been at pains to say today they're not the only company using this technology. It's actually around all over the place.
I think more people are using this technology because they want to target their customers.
What's your problem with
But
it?
this idea that it's not surveillance because we only do certain things to it, so it's not recorded. Well, they are recording things like male, female, your approximate age. So some data is being recorded because that has commercial value. And my worry is lots of data has commercial value that's more personalised, and they want that data too.
And lots of tweets on this issue, Sam. Bex Main says this is so wrong. We're becoming more and more of a Big Brother country. Jonathan Gibbs says it seems a bit intrusive. And Lynn Jackson Kay says, we'll shop for petrol elsewhere, thanks. I mean, you're not getting the resounding support from our viewers.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody that takes a step into Tesco's, the cameras are on them all the time. Every shop, you walk down Oxford Street, you're on camera at all times. So I don't think it's any more intrusive as what we're already experiencing in retail.
There's a danger of sounding like a bit of a stick in the mud, don't you think, Nick?
Well, CCTV is a great example where people accepted it for certain things, and now it's used for very different things, and people are being sensitised.
When you go shopping, do you really care that there's a camera in the corner in your local Tesco?
If you were in Germany, for example, you very much would do.
But do you care in this country?
I find it very strange that in a free country,
so when
our
you're
movements
shopping,
have to be monitored.
do you feel uncomfortable when you're in a supermarket?
And on the streets and in bars, yes, absolutely. I find it strange that when I get into a toilet on a train, there's a CCTV camera there. I think we have accepted a degree of surveillance in this country, which frankly people around the world find bizarre.